Just do it and we'll go for broke.
Okay.
All right.
We're going.
Are you going?
We're going.
Are you recording?
Yep.
You sure?
It says REC and it's red.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna make cheddar bacon cornbread. All right, for the beans and wieners tonight. So I don't have a bowl, so what we're gonna do is I pre-mixed all the cornbread stuff, put it in here, and then we're gonna mix it in this bag right here. And we're gonna use the Dutch oven, and I'm gonna put the tallow. I'm gonna rub the tallow all in there too, and I'm gonna preheat it up a little bit as we're mixing this up. And then I have the eggs over here. I got the eggs and everything. Actually, it's the buttermilk. I got the eggs and everything here for the buttermilk, and the eggs and everything are all mixed up in there, so we're good to go there. So once we lube up the pan, once we lube that pan up, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and we're gonna preheat the pan a little bit, and then by the time we get this mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and dump it in there. We're gonna let it cook a little bit, and then we're gonna add the bacon. Not all of it, because some of it's for breakfast. And then the sharp cheddar cheese all going kind of up on top. So I think I might mix a little bit into the bread, but we'll see. The only thing I didn't bring was the corn, but it's all right though. Yeah. We had it last time, but so let's go ahead and let's lube that pan up. But this is that tallow that you can make. Oh, it smells good. Kids, don't try this at home. Raw dog. There you go. So basically you're just gonna take and you're gonna smooge it around. You're gonna lube that whole pan up, and then we're gonna put it on the thing, and we're gonna let it preheat up a little bit so that way it don't stick. Get those fingers in there, get her all lubed up. We're going in. But this stuff here, I'm gonna do a video on the tallow. It's just beef fat that you're gonna render down, and it's good for all kind of stuff. So, but that's all it is. So you can just, and we're gonna fry our fritters in it. Look, you can eat it. That's good too. So, hey, you can't do that. But this is how everybody used to do their stuff. So like McDonald's back in the day used to fry all their stuff in this tallow, this beef tallow. But it's gotten so expensive now, nobody wants to do it, so they give you all that crappy ass seed stuff to use, and I don't use any of that stuff. But we're gonna fry the because it's got a high flash rate too, so we're gonna fry our apple fritters in this today. And then Houston brought the wieners, or brought the beans. And then we got some bush beans, and then I pre-cooked up I pre-cooked up some wieners, and I put some Dano's spicy seasoning on them. That makes it nice. So we're gonna throw those in there too, but we're gonna go ahead and cook the cornbread up first, and that way we can get that done, pull that out, let it cool, and then we'll put the wieners in there too. So, let's put the pan over. Put the pan over the fire. We'll let that sit there for a little bit, and then we'll pull the coals in there, and we'll let that warm up a little bit, because it's better for it to be warm before you pour the food in there, because that way it helps it not stick. But what do you think of that? Come here. Is that good? Oh, you're gonna like that cornbread. Yes, you are. Got the whole crew out today.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna mix up the cornbread. I could probably try to mix it in this little one. Let's see if I can do it. All right, this is that's got the eggs in it and the buttermilk. Trying to mix it in the little one's probably gonna be a big mistake, but we'll try it anyway. My grandpap used to drink that buttermilk all the time. I don't know how they did it, but I don't know how they did it, but all right, so we're gonna mix. Everything's pre-mixed in here. I'm just mixing the dry and the wet together. And then the butter's still frozen. I don't even know how it's still frozen, but we're gonna drop that in there, and then once we pour all this in there, we'll mix it all together. Let me get some of this hair out of there. Boom. There we go. I did this with pancake mix one time, and the bag broke. It shot out all over the place. But this makes it nice, because then after you're done, you could just pitch the bag. When we do the apple fritters, that's what we're gonna do the same. Look how much it's spewing. We're gonna mix the apple fritter stuff in here, and then we're just gonna chop a little hole in it, and then we'll in the grease and see how that's gonna work. That'll be a first time because I've never done them. Never done them over the fire yet.
It'd be like camping funnel cake.
Yeah. Be like a, yeah, basically, yeah. All right. All right, so that worked out. We'll let that sit there for a second. Let me put this back over here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open the pan. Should be preheated by now. Oh yeah, she preheated. I'm gonna drop that butter in there. Boop. Tell me that shit ain't still froze. Look how hot that is, baby. She's sizzling. Right, so probably need to come up a little bit on it, but let me get it in here first. And then we'll bring it up. Cornbread. Yeah, probably should have just squeezed it out at one top. Probably would have been just as good, but bring that up a little bit. It's good for cooking the chili, though. Extra. I can get the spread around here now. Oh, probably should have been a little bit more runnier, but I got a spoon there. Let me see if I got that spoon over. Oh. Where's my spoon? I got a spoon around here somewhere. I got it. We're gonna spread it around a little bit. I think when she starts cooking. This is actually the first time I've actually done this one. So we'll see how she comes out. It may not look pretty, but I'm sure we'll be able to eat it. All right. Put the lid on her and we'll let her cook for a little bit. See how that goes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna check the cornbread. I'm gonna put the cheese on top of it and the bacon on top of it. So she's probably about ready. I finally got me a hook. I got me a hook. All right, bud. Look at that. Sun's shining. Oh. All right. She ain't pretty, but she's gonna taste good. So I pre-cooked the bacon. I'm gonna just pop it in there. It was supposed to be a little more crumblier, but you know, it's been sitting in the bag, getting moist. Probably should chop it up a little bit, but that's all right. And then we're gonna throw the cheese on there too, and that's gonna all meld together. And then the rest of the bacon I'll cook for tomorrow, you know. But we're roughing it out here, so you know, that's what we do when we rough. Use our hands. That bacon in there. All right, we'll put some cheese in there now. I didn't put any in the mix, I forgot, but that's okay. Just enough to want it, because the bread's pretty much done. Just enough to get it melted up a little bit. Save the rest of us for breakfast tomorrow. Look at that! She's gonna be good eating. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll put it back on, we'll just put the lid on it. Put her back on the fire, put some coals on there for about another 5 minutes or so. Just enough to get that cheese and that bacon to warm up a little bit. So yeah, we'll grab some coals here maybe if I can find some. Maybe. Just enough. Kids, don't try this at home. Alright. We're going to chill out for about 5 or 10 minutes and we'll let that stuff melt, and then we're going to pull it aside. Then we'll let that cool down, and then here in a little bit we're going to go ahead and cook the beans in there. But I only got one pot, so I had to buy a new one. Alright. Say record?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, she goes, mm-hmm. I don't know, about 2-3 inches is good. I'm gonna hold this side. Just go all the way down. And we're gonna make that char cloth, and we're gonna pick this. We're gonna do this, a couple pieces of this. And then we're gonna, and you can use, it's gotta be cotton. You can't use any kind of like synthetic shit that's got plastic in it. So it's either this works real good, this bar towel, or anything cotton like a denim works real good too. So you can use denim.
Socks, old shirts.
Mm-hmm. Anything without any kind of synthetic stuff in it works really good. Don't cut me, Houston.
I only do it once.
All right. Now we're gonna take we're gonna do the same thing I did last time. So we're gonna roll these up, right? We're gonna get some wood too, some little chunks of wood. So I'm gonna have you probably just take this right here and chop them. I don't know, just cut them in half, like maybe about that big or so, just enough to where we can get it in there. So you're probably looking at about maybe 3 inches or something like that, somewhere around there. Cut a couple of those up too.
You want it split or?
Well, cut them first, and then we'll just split them in half one time. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna wind up. There's got a bug on there. We're gonna stuff those in there, and then we're gonna cut a hole in the top with a knife, and we're just gonna throw it in the fire, and we're gonna let it cook. And then when you'll see on the last video I did, when I did it myself, you see there'll be fire coming out of there. And once all that settles down and it quits doing that, all the gases that are in there, we're gonna take it off the fire and we're gonna let it cool, and then we'll open it up and then we'll get them to start their first fire. So basically all he's doing is just cutting it down. You can, even if you don't have a saw, you can just take and chop up some stuff, like snap it in half. Anything dry will work. Because by the time you get done, it's not going to look like that. It's going to look like one big piece of charcoal. So that'd be cool. And I brought you guys a little tin too to put all that stuff into, to put in your fire kit. Figure by the time this gets done, it'll start getting dark, so that way you can see it a little bit better. But it's amazing how this stuff works. But it's super simple though. Should be good. Go ahead and grab your pieces. And just throw them in there, stand them up. There we go. Ain't gotta be perfect. And you're creating a gasification effect right here. So basically all you're doing is making charcoal. Put that last piece in there. All right, so hold that. And then all we're gonna do on these here is just take these pieces of cloth, you're just gonna roll them up like this. Just like it. minus that piece right there. I'm just gonna shove them in there. We may not be able to get them all in there, but this is gonna, how we're filling this up right now, that'll be almost nothing in there by the time we're done. Take the rest of these here. I'll hold it, Houston, and go ahead and just wrap that up. And once you get done, if you can't get it in, they don't have to be standing. You can shove it down in there. It ain't gonna matter. It just makes it a little bit easier. When you pull it out of there, it's still gonna be rolled up like that, but it's gonna be charcoaled. It's cool how this works. It really is. It's neat in the dark when you're watching it, that flame shooting out of the top of that thing. It's pretty cool.
You run lawnmowers off of it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so go ahead and grab your lid. Pound her on down there. I already tried that once. You're gonna have to hit it. Make sure that baby's on there too. What? Is it going all the way? I got an axe or something.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
all
what
the
to
way
do
on.
with it. Filming. All right, so all he's going to do now is he's going to take the can and put a little hole in the middle of it, and that just releases the gases. Twist it just a little. That should be good right there. Boom. And see, it's just a little hole. That's all you need, but you got to make sure that that lid's done. Now, here's the thing too. Go ahead and stand up. If you're out in the wild and you don't have one of these convenient paint cans that my buddy got me, if you find a regular tin can, you can shove all that stuff in the bottom of that tin can, flip that tin can upside down, bury it in the dirt, and put a hole on top of that tin can and build the fire around it. Same thing. You're just keeping the oxygen from it. That's all. You're just starving it from the oxygen. That's all you're doing. So go ahead and walk it over and put it in the fire. I would drop it in there somewhere, like right in there. Go ahead and make sure it's standing up though. There you go. And that's it. And then within probably the next, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, we're gonna build the fire up around it, and it'll start smoking. And eventually, once that gas starts coming out of the top of that thing, it's gonna catch fire. It's gonna look like a rocket. I had that shooting out of there like 1.5 feet last time. But yeah, see how it's starting to smoke already? It don't take much. And it'll get real violent. Like it'll sound like a rocket going off. And then once that stops doing that shit, then we'll take it out and we'll put it over there and we'll let it cool and we'll open it up. Yeah!
Oh well. Not our problem.
All right, so she's cooled off a little bit. That's the cornbread for tonight. So we're gonna take this out of there and then we're gonna put it in this pan and let it settle, and then we're gonna put the beans and stuff in there. So we're gonna see if we can get her out of there. She's loose though. Actually, I think I'm just gonna cut it in half. That'll be easier to get it out that way. Cornbread! Alright, so that's why you grease your pan. Like that dude on YouTube says, my motherfucking cornbread. See that? Now what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of grease in there, and then we'll throw it back on there, and we'll throw the beans in there. And we'll throw the hot dogs in there, and we'll let her cook while we're out scouting around for pieces of grass. Alright. Cool. Alright, Houston, bring your lead. That's the P38.
I don't know if it's any good. I did buy it from like
it will work. Yes, it will. Grab your can, bring it on over here, dog.
hold on, let me make sure this has a can in it.
If it's it should.
It's not a Leatherman, it's a Gerber.
Oh, well, it should.
Yeah, well.
This is actually, it's not even marked. This is just like a generic one, but
Yeah, it is.
that's a P38. That's what the old military style used to be, and those work pretty good too. But we'll see. He's got the one for the. What do you say? You got a Gerber?
It is a Gerber.
Okay.
It's in that
Gerber
kit.
will work. That'll work. Leatherman, Gerber, they're all all the same thing. We're gonna get some skills, open a can here, because we can open it with a knife, but it's easier when you go, oh shit, I'm dropping stuff here. All right, make it happen, man.
Also,
have you used that before?
I have not used this one.
There you go. You're doing it right there. That's exactly how you do it. There you go.
It'd be a lot easier if it's electric.
Well, just take your time. It'll get the same job done. And it's a lot easier on your knives too when you don't have to use your knife. Now, if you had it to the point where you couldn't, you didn't have a can opener, find you a rock, a flat rock, and and you keep doing that until that'll come completely. And that will work. I've done that before.
I've had to use a angle grinder once.
That too. Well, if we had them kind of tools, we'll just.
Hey, sometimes you have tools, but not the right tools.
That's right.
Stump is not level.
Well, that, and try to stay as close to the edge as you can, because you're starting to flare out a little bit.
Actually bending the can. Might already be dull.
Come back up here a little bit and start over. Try it when you use those.
That's what it is. I got.
Yeah, try to stay. You're going too far into the can, so stay. Your thumb's in the way. Try to stay as close as you can. There you go. Perfect. That because you're using just the edge, not the whole thing. There you go. Perfect. Just remember, you're getting off tilt again. You're getting off tilt again.
Every time. I get hurt.
I know what it is. You ain't got your tongue out. That's what it is.
You gotta hold it the right way.
You like beans? You like beans, buddy? I'll be licking our pot. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, when you start going a little bit too cockeyed like it, that's what starts making it really. All right, there you go. Cool. Bend her up there. Dogs are happy for some beans right now.
Maddie.
All right. Drop her in there. I got a spoon here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I think it's over here. All right. Look at that.
So sure.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and grab the hot dog.
Make a lot of charcoal off of that.
There they are. Pre-cooked hot dogs. Good treats for the dogs too. They like them. Here, come here. Ready? Oh, what'd you do? Oh,
How did that happen?
there you go. Where's the other? Oh yeah, I ain't forgot you either. Come on. There you go. All right, so these were cooked on the skillet. I'm gonna drop them in there. Yeah. Give them a little bit of pizzazz there. Between this and the cornbread, we're gonna throw them up on the fire there. Put the lid on it. Grab the lid there, Mr. Houston. Oh, he's grabbing his thing back there. Look, it's Bigfoot.
You gotta go, you gotta go.
That's right. All right, so we're gonna put the lid on it. All right. We're gonna put her on the fire. I'm gonna grab my gloves. We're gonna drop her down a little bit. I think our can's done. We're gonna pull the can out. Put this up there, out of the way for the dogs there. We'll drop this down a little bit, just get those beans a cooking while we run off here, go for a walk. So perfect. All right, we're good to go. We're gonna go out. We're gonna look for some dry grass, and we're gonna, when it gets a little bit darker, we're gonna do the char cloth and the char wood. And I want to have these guys do that because they've never done it before. So we're gonna go ahead and do that because that's super exciting. And then we're gonna come back and eat some beans and some cornbread and drink some beers and have a good night. So yeah.